We're designing Pokemon Goldilocks, the perfect Nuzlocking ROM hack, and today we're talking items. Items were a rather complex issue for us to handle. Pokemon Goldilocks is powered by HG Engine, which is an incredible open source project that has everything from later generations to Pokemon Heart Gold. As you might have guessed, this includes items, bringing our total item list to 2,557. Now, not all of these are included in Goldilocks, but even after narrowing down the list to items we wanted to include, there are still around 600. To organize them, we have borrowed from the roguelike genre and created an item rarity system, which has 5 tiers: Junk, Common, Uncommon, Rare, and Master. In vanilla Pokemon, there are many items in the overworld which are not visible. These hidden items can be found with the dowsing machine, or let's be honest, by looking up where they are online. So you don't have to do either of these things. We've replaced all hidden items with these nice and visible paper sacks. Each of these sacks will contain a random item from the junk tier, which includes consumable held items, Pokeballs, and valuables. Bear in mind that just because these items are in the junk tier does not mean you should skip them. In fact, you could get lucky and find an absolute game changer. Non-junk ground items, or the ones found in visible Pokeballs, are randomized based on where they are in the game's progression. First, a roll determines the item's rarity, then a second roll determines the item itself. But ground items aren't the only thing we had to think about. As a player, there are 2 other very important sources of items: Chops and Wild Pokemon. After much consideration, Marts will not be randomized. This lets us control when certain items are readily available, like evolution items and consumables. Wild Pokemon are also a significant source of loot, by way of the items they can be holding when you catch them. We've left these wild held items close to random, but put our thumb on the scale in one key place. If the Pokemon requires an item to evolve, one of its possible held items will be that item. And for Pokemon like Eevee with multiple evolution items, a random one will be selected. The item rarity system is one we're pretty excited about, and one I had a lot of fun designing. Finding a powerful item early on can really morph how you play and really helps keep every run feeling fresh. Likewise, not finding an item you are used to having forces you to come up with new solutions to old problems. If you want to keep up with the Goldilocks' development, drop a follow.